Hello and welcome back to Fire Emblem Engage. We are doing the Leaf Paralogue. It is at least a little bit lower level than the next story chapter. I wouldn't be surprised if it's harder, at least in some sense, like depending on how you approach it and whatever, because this chapter is pretty crazy. You've got these ballistas all over the place that have plus 15 attack, which is absolutely nuts. I guess they do only have like 3 charges, so, you know, in theory, if you want to take it slow, you could just get them to use all the shots up. But they hit really hard. Like, I don't know, like, you're really unlikely to have somebody who's taking no damage from it, at least, or like very low damage. Like, even, you know, I'm not using like a general or a great knight, but there's generals over here who have like 43 defense, and these things would be doing 15 damage to them, which is like, I mean, that's not going to kill them or anything unless it crits, but it's certainly not nothing. The crit rates might actually be respectable. I'm not actually sure about that part. But in any case, oh yeah, there's one up here too. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of those. There's also these lance fighters with items who try to run away across the bridges, and there's some, like, there's fracture, freeze, silence, fracture down here, and then up here we've got just a freeze, silence, and silence. And yeah, this is where Leaf is, and then all these mage knights that all have a Thoron equipped, which is really annoying because, you know, the plan of like have Kagetsu go over there and kill them with a hand axe doesn't work if they all have Thoron equipped. I mean, you'd probably be able to kill some of them, right? But 3 range gives a lot of options for like where you can stand and attack and not take a counterattack, so pretty annoying. So yeah, that's the situation with the chapter. So yeah, I do think it's a pretty interesting one. We get to bring everyone except Chloe here, and unfortunately, so let's see, was it? I think I already had my ring. Oh no, we just got the Celica ring, right? Yeah, okay. So I put that on Ivy, and I would have moved the Leaf ring to Seedall, except for, you know, we don't have that anyway. But, you know, having the magic boost on Ivy is nice. Having the option to use Warp Ragnarok is nice. She's not, like, Warp Ragnarok is definitely not amazing at this point, but it's a good mobility tool, if nothing else. You know, once I do the Ivy Paralogue, oh my god, the Celica Paralogue, maybe it will make sense to move this to one of Pandreo or Fogato. Fogato in particular, I guess, would like the mixed, like, attack boost, you know, versus just getting magic. But we'll see. I mean, the thing is that, like, Gentility plus, or, well, Bravery plus, like, dealing 5 extra damage outpaces the boosts from Celica anyway, so it's debatable whether that's even better. Pandreo, like, doesn't need the strength boost. I'm guessing, I haven't actually checked the numbers, but I'm guessing Celica will provide a bigger magic boost than Corrin by at least a little bit. But, you know, how consequential that is, or whether there's any other, you know, like, whether we care about who has the Dragon Vein, you know, I don't know. Pair Up's actually pretty nice on Pandreo sometimes, if we want to enemy phase with him. But anyway, we'll see. In the meantime, what else is there to mention? I've got some tonics. Speed tonic on Pandreo. Strength tonic on Etier, which I think ended up not actually mattering. I was planning to have her Astra Storm an enemy and then realized I didn't need to do that. But whatever. Speed tonic on Kagetsu. Nothing on Fagato, I don't believe. Defense tonic on Linden. Wait, that's interesting. This shows +5, but it's actually... Oh, I guess because the tonics don't show up that way. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Anyway. Strength tonic on Marin, and that should be it. And then I think the only other thing is that I put... I forged this up 1 level because it's super cheap. It's like 30 iron and 500 gold. And then put the... Celica engraving on it, which I had never used like on anything, because all it does is it gives like -1 weight and a big dodge boost, and I don't care about the dodge boost, but for this chapter I do care about the -1 weight. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, I don't think I did any other forging and or engraving stuff. So I will say I'm at the point where I would really like to upgrade Etier's steel bow to a silver bow, because, like, for Astrostorm purposes, it would be really nice. Like, there's some enemies where she's, like, 6 damage short, and in order to get that, she really needs, like, Alir's help plus, like, another, like, 3 damage. And I don't have a good way of getting her that 3 damage. Luckily, it doesn't like really matter for this chapter, but the problem is that we don't have the Marth ring back yet, so like it's the actual damage boost that we will get from getting a silver bow is lower because this is already giving it a damage boost, so we kind of need to wait for that before we can actually get a silver bow. Anyway, alright, let's go. So the first thing we're going to do is we want to take out this ballista, because this is by far the most relevant one. It's like covers a lot of space that we're going to need to occupy, and we don't want to deal with that. So we're going to have Kagetsu come over here and get danced by Seedall. And then we're going to warp him with Hortensia. And hope that we proc World Tree, but probably not. And then I'm just gonna come over here and kill that guy. I have no backup plan for if he doesn't crit. He just needs to do that. Now, interestingly, even though there is a freeze staff over here that is definitely in range to hit Kagetsu, it will not freeze him, which is very nice. Like, if I had to figure out a way to restore him, I probably could, but not needing to is certainly preferable. Alright, now we're going to start just positioning the rest of our units for next turn. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to put Etier here, and we're going to move Alir over here, and then reposition her once, and reposition her again, and then we're gonna put Amber over here.
I'm your knight to command.
I'm gonna reposition him. Some of these repositions don't really matter, but whatever. And then put Linden here. I didn't mention what the items are here, so we've got Magic Tonic, Silence Staff, Pure Water, and a Speed Wing. You can guess which one of those I'm most interested in. Okay, so now Kagetsu is going to come down just in range to take out one of these 3 Bow Knights, and this is why we needed the engraving, is so they have 28 speed, and he's got 33 speed with the combination of the speed tonic and the engraving offsetting some of the weapon weight. Okay, and now make sure I get this right. So Fagato goes here, and Marin goes here, And Amber goes here. And Alir goes here. And then we do a big ol' warp. These four. Yerk. And that sets us up to dance for Kagetsu. So we can take out another one of those Bow Knights. Now, if Kagetsu strays too far into this territory, he will get frozen, because the High Priest down here will move and use their max range, so he's just going to canter one space to the left. And then Ivy is going to actually make use of that Warp Ragnarok. And this guy just going to set up a kill for Etier. And then Andreo is going to come down, engage, take out this middle general, and freeze the other two. These three are actually just axe armors for some reason. So, I mean, I'm sure the reason has to do with the original map, but... so now that they can't move, we're gonna pop Great Ether with a hammer on Linden. This is totally unnecessary, I should note. But I like really want to get some SP on Linden so he can get inherit Wrath. And we can, like, once we unlock the higher bond level on Roy, we can get him, put Roy on him, get him, like, the super holdout, and he can do the Vantage thing without needing to, like, avoid getting crit, essentially, on, like, when he gets attacked. The unfortunate thing about this is that because the three guys who actually go down are unpromoted enemies, he doesn't actually get that much SP from it. He got like 14 or something. That's better than nothing. Alright, so first thing we're gonna do here is Kagetsu's gonna come down and get us that Speedwing. And then, I guess we might as well have Linden try to pick up this kill. He does not do enough damage with the regular hammer to one around this guy, even though he doubles. It's just pretty sad. I mean, I guess I could have forged it or something, but whatever. This is actually a little bit more likely to work anyway. I guess it does need to hit twice. Okay. Cool. And then we're gonna just pick up a kill for Ivy. Okay. And now it's time for the rewarp. Meow.
Now.
This I find hilarious. It's like, destroy the bridge, that'll stop him! Yes, we did it! Great plan. Incredible. Alright. Pandreo is gonna move on over here, because we're gonna need him. And then Etier as well is gonna use her Astra Storm. We're gonna use it on this guy. It really doesn't matter who we use it on, but might as well kill something with it. Yeah, I guess I maybe didn't make note of which all enemies have money. We killed the one ballistician, this one also does, and then there's these two. I did consider sticking around long enough to take out these two enemies, but ultimately decided against it, mostly because taking out this guy is too annoying. Like, it's not even that it was that difficult, but like this is like Etier is 6 damage short on the Astra Storm here, and if we had to send like a Pandreo would be able to do it, but basically the point being that in order to like, you know, get through the next enemy phase, I think we would really want to be able to take this guy out, and then it's just like a little bit annoying. And then we have the all these staffers to deal with, which honestly probably isn't that big of a deal because most of it's silence, but I don't know. It's like, nah, we'll just take care of it now. So to that end, we're going to let's see, have Marin. Let me make sure that I'm doing this right. 1, 2. Yeah, that was incorrect. But she's got the Rider's Bane. Ooh, crit. Okay. Now, this comes the fun part. Whee! This is why she needed the strength tonic. It's like, I'm not 100% sure that from that exact position she needed it, but in general, like, to be able to get overrides from various positions, it helps a lot to have that extra 2 strength. Alright, and then engage Fagato, and we're actually going to use the Silver Bow. Amazing. And then, you know what time it is. Gotta stands time. Now, wanted to get the debuff going on Leaf, and also Pandreo absolutely obliterates him. It's like pretty hilarious. I don't know why he doesn't switch to the Master Lance, since he does 0 damage with the Light Brand. Like, presumably he would do some damage with the Master Lance. Maybe it's just like a... I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he couldn't hit with it, actually. It's so bad. Well, I mean, he could. Whatever. Who cares? Yeah, that quality time healing on Marin would actually matter if she had gotten hit, but she didn't, so it doesn't. Anyway, alright, let's get this out of the way. It's probably... Oh no, no, we should do this the other way around. Yeah. Gonna come around. I think this same damage either way. Yeah, because it doesn't actually count the path that you draw, it just counts like the shortest path. Alright. Get you out of the way. And then Fagato also absolutely annihilates Leaf here. Oh, whoops. Did I... Yeah. Well, alright. I might as well see whether I miss or not. But Okay, I didn't. Yeah, I obviously could have used the support there to boost that hit rate. Okay, and now, congratulations, Amber, you get to participate. Get him! And there you have it. Leaf Paralogue in 3 turns. Yeah, that was, so yeah, I mean, I would, like, when I first played this, I was like, oh my god, this thing is insane with, like, all the ballistas and stuff, and, I mean, I stand by that, because, like, the fact that you can do, you know, like, jump past the stuff doesn't change the fact that the things are scary, but yeah, I also had fun figuring out how exactly to maneuver this, and, like, the positioning is, like, pretty tight. Especially because you get into some really wonky situations with, especially the rewarp, where you can just like rewarp into the middle of the water, and then you don't. It's like really hard to tell where the units are going to pop up. Like I had at one point I had Marin like showing up on like the other side where she couldn't like up by the ballista at the top, where she is like, oh, if you want to override, you have to override like the nearer column or wait for somebody else to like clear the way, you know, on like remove the guy in the corner so that you could get past him because like you can't get through. But anyway, yeah, so next time, I don't know, maybe the story chapter, maybe another paralogue, I guess possibly that skirmish that I have unlocked, but we will see. Until then.